Hi, it's Darnell with Way Living Recipes, and today I'm going to be cooking up a ribeye steak in the Ninja Foodi 2-basket air fryer. We're going to be using the air broil feature, so we're only going to use one basket because air broil only works with one basket running at a time. But we're going to see how it turns out a steak, and we're going to do that right now. Alright, so I've got myself one ribeye steak here. It weighs just about a little over 1 pound, so we'll say it's 1 pound. And for seasoning, I've got my Montreal steak seasoning. I've also got some canola oil because I want a high smoke point oil. I'm just going to use a little bit. I'm not going to use a lot, just enough to hold the seasonings on so it won't really impact the flavor at all. Do want to mention nothing in this video is sponsored. And so I'm going to go ahead and start seasoning up this steak now. Just going to basically rub some of this oil in on both sides here. So get a little oil on this side here. And, you know, for something like this in a basket air fryer, I wouldn't recommend something like the extra virgin olive oil or anything. That's probably going to just, with its lower smoke point. And this air broil feature, I mean, it really kicks out a lot of heat. That could be a little, I guess, not good. What could happen with a low smoke point oil in a cooker that's really cranking out a ton of heat, because this air broil is an incredible thing when it's doing its work. And I mean an incredible thing, how hot it gets and how quick it knocks stuff out. So just putting a little seasoning on this side here, just season it up real good. So I think that'll work out very nicely there. I'm going to flip it on over. I'm going to season up this side here. As far as seasonings go, anybody who keeps up with this channel knows I just really like the Grow-Mate seasoning. You know, I've done steaks with just salt and pepper, steaks with all other types of mixtures of seasonings, but this one, you know, it's easy to come by, doesn't cost a lot of money, and it works out real nice. So I'm just going to I just want to get some seasoning on the edges of the steak now. So I'm just going to take some of that excess and try and get it on the edges of the steak. I'm going to open basket 1 of the Ninja Foodi 2-basket air fryer. Stick the steak in there, like so. Now I'm going to turn the cooker on. Now that it's on, I'm going to hit air broil. And we want that 450 degrees, which is the maximum temperature. We can't go any higher. And for time, just for the sake of having an even amount of time to count down from, not that it will take this long, but just in case it takes more than 10 minutes, I'm setting to 20, but this is basically going to be like a cook and check type of thing. Cook for a while, then check, cook for a while. But we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with this. So I'm going to hit start. And so I'll bring you on back in a little bit. Alright, things have been going for about 7 minutes, so I'm going to go ahead when it reaches an even 7 minutes and hit pause to do a quick check. So I'm going to pause there and take our Thermopen. We're going to do a check. Look at how that looks after 7 minutes. It's in the 50, 60 some degree range, but all the same, I'm going to flip it now. I'm going to flip it now because it's already getting some good top searing there on that side. So we flip it like that, close up, hit start, let things continue, and I'll bring you back. Now another 5 minutes have passed, 12 minutes total so far. So going to go in and check again. Alright, look at all that searing. Stick in there. We're only in the 90 degree range, we're in the 90s. So it's not moving along, I guess, as quickly as I thought it could, but it has done a lot more searing on this side now. So I'm going to flip it again, and I should have hit pause, which I didn't do this time. So I'm going to go ahead and flip it, get it flipped over, just to sear that side some more. I should have hit pause. I neglected to do that, but it's okay. We lost about 30 seconds, but we'll just keep on going with it, with the countdown that it's been doing. And so I'll just let it run a little while longer and bring you on back. Alright, another 6 minutes have passed, 18 minutes cooking time total now. So I'm going to go ahead and get in here again. I'm going to hit pause this time. So we'll pause it. Ooh, look at all that searing. Inside is just in the 115, 117 range. It's not very, well, it's like 122 over there. It's like 152 over on this end. So it looks like this end, which is smaller end, is getting really hot. This end is late in the 150s. But in the center we're still a little too cool. I'd like at least medium rare all over. So I guess I'll give it another flip. We know the outside is well cooked. It's just some of the interior that's needing some more. But we'll just flip it again. And I'm going to push the time, well, I'm going to push the time up to, let's say, we'll have to give it 4 minutes because that inside has to get cooked well. So we're just going to have to go with that. It'll be about 22 minutes total at that rate. But I'm going to hit start, going to let it cook so that we get that inside really well cooked. And I'll bring you back. Alright, we're coming to the end of this additional 4 minutes to make 22 minutes total cooking time. And it's going to go through its cool down sequence, but I'm going to open up now and just do a check of the steak. And it's in the 140, it's at 140 inside the middle. I can live with that. You know, although I prefer medium well. But about a one, yeah, at the coldest part it's in the 140. So I can live with that. Most of it is at well or medium well done. So we'll just live with that. You know, I could have, of course, done like maybe a bake and baked it up to near temp and then did a air broil to finish it off, but I really like to hit it with a hard sear. So that's why I like to do this, you know, hard air broil thing. But I do need to give this some time to rest before I cut into it. I was about to slice right into it. Let me give it about 5 minutes to just sit and rest. That'll give it a little time for some carryover heat to work on this steak as well. And then we'll go ahead and jump in there and do some cutting, plating, and taste testing. Our 5 minutes of rest time are up, so we're just going to go ahead and slice right in the middle. You see those juices coming out. You see, actually we did get a nice kind of medium well type of inside like I like. I think that turned out very nice. I think that turned out great. So that looks good to me. I'm just going to cut a slice or two for the sake of taste testing purposes, but let me know how this looks to you in a comment. I mean, I think that looks pretty good. So let's move the camera and do a taste test. Let's taste this ribeye steak. Okay, the outside is very well seared. It's got like a nice little crunch on the outside from the searing. The inside is juicy, so it did a good job on the steak. I thought with that air broil, because it hits things so hard, that it might even go well faster than 20 minutes, but it did need 22 minutes to finish things up to my liking. You'd have to basically use a time that's suitable for your own preference. And so you can see now that the Ninja Foodi 2-basket air fryer can do a real nice searing, real nice air broil on a steak, cook up steak for you really good. And so I'm good with that. And so I will say that in the video description there's a referral link for getting this cooker. That referral, it basically helps this channel while you don't pay a penny extra. You can get it through you know, seller that it basically turns things around very quickly. They ship very fast usually. And so, you know, you can get it and get it in a good time. Also, there are other ways to help the channel, such as memberships and other things in the video description. And if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, share the video with a friend, leave your comments, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and good eating.